Hi! Happy Bohemian Dream Challenge Day. Yes, every Wednesday right here on Markets of Sunshine. Hi, I'm Marsha. Welcome back. So, are we ready to get started in making another beautiful Bohemian boho style embellishment for our journals? So, I am a crafter of all different types. I love journals for writing. I love scrapbooks for putting family pictures and adventures in. I love a junk journal to also put little tidbits in, tucks, and write in as well. And I love sewing and doing all kinds of art and mixed media, altered books. I mean, you name it. I can just, have fun and play in my craft room all day long. So let's get started today and let's hop over to the craft table and I will show you what we have ready to go. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so today we're going to be making a journal card in a bohemian style for our junk journal or just a regular writing journal, scrapbook, happy mail, something to send to a friend, whatever you want to do with it. So this color right here, I don't know, we're learning together as we go because I am not into bohemian very much. I'm definitely a country more style, a little bit of shabby, a little bit of bohemian, but more of the country style for sure. Very nature, very natural, florals, butterflies, tea parties, anything along those lines. That's Marsha. So, it's been a little bit of a challenge to get my head around this whole bohemian thing. But I am going to do it. And so basically, from what I'm gathering from Linda, you can find her. She's my collab partner. All the information will be in the description below. So it's kind of like you just can't really go wrong, really, with bohemian is what I'm beginning to understand. So it's just a mixture of colors that we throw together. And let me give you an example of, okay, this is like a sewing. Okay, this is a sewing fabric pattern, very sewing theme. But I just want to show you as the example. Do you see there's all the different colors going on here? Okay, so there's no right or wrong. And this is just manufactured and printed this way. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like what the country theme is. It's like the patchwork quilt. And if you own anything like that, which I have things like that here in my craft room. So let me just reach over here, pick this up, bring it over. Okay, so this was a quilt that one of my farm girlfriends made into a cute little vintage hobo bag. So very, very country. Isn't it adorable? But you see all the different patchwork going on here. So this is kind of like a crazy quilt patchwork combination. And then you're all the different colors that are going on in here. Okay, this could be considered boho by modern standards as well. So if you start looking up and going to websites of clothing and home decor, you will see a huge variety of bohemian styles that people are doing their own interpretation of what they think bohemian means to them. So there's no right or wrong in the bohemian world. So always remember that. So today we're going to take this recipe card and we're going to alter this side so that this is our journaling side. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you will stay around and join the community. Hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss any of my videos. We did a whole series on altered recipe cards. This was the cover, and this was an applique technique that I learned from Linda as well. This, to me, now that I'm looking at it, is in the bohemian theme, that style. So this is another applique that I did. Okay, here's more of, I don't know, vintage. Okay, nature, more country. Here you can see very pastel country florals. This is more of a vintage, combination of vintage and retro with the floral. Extremely retro vintage going on there, but this could be considered bohemian. And then my nature, completely love that one. And my completely applique beadwork, gorgeous, vintage, very vintage. Okay, so just to give you an idea, those are the things that I've altered with my past recipe cards. And lo and behold, if kind of the vintage, that darker vintagey feel was definitely bohemian, and that front applique was definitely bohemian. So I didn't realize, that was really, it could be called a couple of different things. So keep that in mind too. So what one person might call something, another person would say, oh no, that's bohemian. So I just went in through bohemian decor. That will give you and help you understand and be able to embrace this whole bohemian crafting, and you can incorporate what you see in the home decor into your crafting. So I just had this fiber, and I just grabbed it out and said, okay, let's go with this. And I had this one from the altered paper clip we made yesterday. So I'm going to cover this obviously with something first. And I had this little piece of a snippet roll that I made. I like that. And I don't know. Every time I start combining this stuff, my little brain just goes, no, don't do it. But Linda says, when you feel that way, Marsha, you're doing the right thing. Keep going with it. So I'm like, okay. I'll do it. Oh, but I have a ball doing it, even though I hate it. Okay, so, all right, so we're going to take a book page. We're going to lay this down here first. And if I have to trim off this recipe card to get it to fit, then that's what we're going to do. Okay, so that looks like what I might have to do. So we're going to take this. Let's look on the back here. Well, you know what? Instead of doing that, I will just embellish that corner and get rid of that blue because I don't like the blue showing, obviously. Okay, so I have it torn right there, so I might just come up here. I want it to be, I don't know. Let's see. What are we doing? Let's not put too much thought into that. And then that takes all the fun out of it. Let's just go. Let's just create, put it down, start gluing, jump right in. Don't get too bogged down in the process. See, now this is why I love what I did in the Altered Paperclip Challenge. If you've been following along with me on that, then you have been watching as well and noticing what it is that I've been doing that is a little bit different. So what was it that I did that was so different in the Altered Paperclip Challenge? Is I gave us a list of supplies to use when making each of the paper clips. That has opened up my creativity just tremendously. It's just like wonderful. I can't tell you how wonderful it is to know, okay, I'm going to take these supplies and then I'm going to make an altered paper clip out of them, and each and every one of them is turning out fabulous. So I was thinking, maybe I should start doing that with everything else that I'm doing, and it might be just as fun and creative to do the same thing. So I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to incorporate that into every challenge and every series that I do now. It's going to be with a set amount of a list of supplies that I'm going to use, and then I'll make up the list just like I did for the altered paper clips, and you can get the list by joining our Facebook group or signing up for my newsletter. So the perk for signing up for the newsletter versus the Facebook group is that you get a 25% off coupon code used in my Etsy shop, Markets of Sunshine. And you also get freebies from me, worksheets, a variety of digital prints throughout the year. And you also get sneak peeks on new arrivals, and you get a 24-hour window to purchase before anyone else in my Etsy shop, because I don't announce it until 24 hours, and I don't post it anywhere for 24 hours. So you get the first opportunity to buy something, because I make in small batches and limited quantities, usually around 10. And if they all sell out, then I'll make some more. And then, what else? I just share all kinds of nice tips with you, organizing tips, and update you on anything that I find that I think that you would be able to benefit from. But otherwise, just join our Facebook group if you want, and subscribe to my channel to get the list as we go. So if you want the list ahead of time and have all your supplies ready ahead of time, then join the Facebook group or the newsletter. If you don't mind and you just want to watch the video as they come out, then subscribe to my channel and you'll be able to get the supplies list at the beginning of each challenge. So now with the Bohemian, you can still, we could have still done this with the Bohemian. This is Linda's challenge. But I think if I do a Bohemian challenge down the road, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a list, and then we'll have the supplies that we'll get out and the color groups and all that kind of thing. So that just saves you that headache of having to try to, figure it out. But again, it's because you can just kind of like throw everything but the kitchen sink into this thing, maybe even the kitchen sink. You don't really need... Okay, do I want this? Okay, this needs to be trimmed down a little bit. Fold it back over toward me, and then I will rip it a little bit more. I don't want it hanging over the edge like that. There's no reason for that to be that way. Let's remove it. Okay, so if you want to grab your supplies, then just go get an index card or a recipe card. Either one will work. And then glue a book page to the recipe card, one front side of it, or one side of the index card. Get out your distress inks and ink around the edge. Okay. So those are the steps we followed so far. And then we are going to start embellishing, and I'm going to use this maybe, or this. Let me see which one. Whichever one works good with this. So I'm going to put these two fibers, and I'm going to throw this. This one may not go now. If I do the orange, then I want to throw this in, you see, because it's kind of like that. And maybe this one, and I'll keep it away. So, and then let me see if I have any other fabric. I'm not really sure. I like that one. I kind of like that one. All right, so we're going to do that. So we're going to just take a piece of this off. So I'm just going with it. I'm just going with the flow. There's no right or wrong way to do this. It's just create, add whatever it is you want to add. And that's about the size of it. Okay. Coming in here with some of that. And we'll come in here with some of this. I did it. I just doing it. Don't think about it. Just do it. And I feel better now. Okay, so we don't need these little pieces here. And I might try to see if I can find one of my word sentiments to put on here when we're all done. So the first thing is, okay, so now this part here, really, I mean, I could glue it. I could go to the sewing machine and sew down the sides. All right, let's see. What do we want to do here? Maybe I'll just mingle all that together, kind of like that. I like that. And then just throw it right there in the middle, kind of like that. Maybe come over here like this and come over here like this. It's just, you know, kind of like wild and free. So then I can go on my machine and just tack it here, come down here, tack it here, come down here, and then maybe put a little bit of a stitches right there. So let's do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so here we are, and this is actually project number 5 in the Bohemian Dream series, the Boho index card. So like I said, it could be a recipe card, as long as it has that index card feeling. And so I'm going to trim off this little bit of longer. I like it to be there, but I don't like it to be extremely long. All right, so now, because we have all this stitching going on here, even though I might leave it like this, and I think I'm going to just use it instead of a, not a journal card, but just as a pocket that will go on a page in one of my journals. So here, which is probably more likely all those Bohemian items that I'm making are going to go in my Etsy shop and be available for you to purchase. Since this is not my style, but maybe it's your style and you would like to have one to add it to your project and of a Bohemian style and flavor. So I hope you enjoyed this today. Look at how quick and easy that was. And tomorrow is all about our calligraphy practicing and maybe some odds and ends of things that I might throw in there along the way with it. I might update you on my Joy 30-day challenge of retrain your joy that I'm taking part in with my friend on Instagram, Michaela Wood, and a whole group of other nice ladies that we are all enjoying this so much. It's a wonderful little community, so check that out. Over on my Instagram, you'll be able to see a post that I did today, and I tagged her in it, so you'll be able to go visit her page. I believe it's Regain Your Joy Academy is the name of her page on Instagram. Okay, so this was our Boho index card. I love it. I think it turned out adorable. This size was 3 by 5. Okay, so a 3 by 5. Perfect, cute little adorable page for any journal. You can make a pocket out of it. You can cover this whole thing on the back with another piece of plain paper, cardstock, and so that you could use it for writing, and then you'd cover up all the stitching. So I hope you enjoyed this, and then I've left it like if there's a little tuck spot here, you could come in and put something in there as well. And then you'll be able to catch up on everything over in our Facebook group and in my newsletter, and I invite you to follow me all over the place and look in the description box below to find out where. Keep creating in the sunshine. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.